What kind of person do you picture if I ask you to think of an entrepreneur? What about a leader? Or maybe a job creator? Would any of them make the cut? What if I told you that we help 10 million young people achieve their goals every year, all over the world? And in turn, they create jobs and prosperity. JA has been preparing young people for successful careers since 1919. You find us all across the globe, in more than 100 countries. We're getting young people ready for work. And we get results. Our students go on to excel as professionals, taking control of their lives and careers, and some even succeed beyond their wildest dreams. JA students learn to do things like balancing a budget, negotiating deals, setting goals, and working in teams. It's hands-on learning from professionals with real-life work experience. All our programs are based in 3 fundamental principles: work readiness, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. For example, in JA Company program, young people learn how to start and run a business. In JA Job Shadow, a student joins a mentor in a professional work setting. And students in the JA More Than Money program study the ins and outs of earning, spending, and saving. And these are only 3 of the more than 50 different programs that JA offers. Our network of staff, volunteers, and partner schools reaches young people all over the world, from major cities to rural communities and everywhere in between. And it works, because we pay attention to the needs in each region, and then we customize our programs so that JA students will be ready for the job markets they're about to enter. We even customize our own name. But at the end of the day, we're all one JA, JA worldwide. And the core of our organization is the same everywhere. JA inspires and prepares young people to succeed in a global economy. Whoever they are, wherever they are, JA activates young people for the future of jobs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the JA Company Final 2021. When we started 3 months ago, there were 14 teams, and today we are down to the top 4 teams who are going to pitch their business idea in front of you and in front of the jury. I'm sure you're really looking forward to hear what our young entrepreneurs have prepared for this year's competition. And I know that they're very eager to showcase their project to you. But before we get to the presentations, let me introduce our first speaker for today. She is at the heart of JA Mascareignes here in Mauritius. Our Executive Director, Mrs. Michelle Yoni.
Good evening, everyone. I am extremely pleased to welcome you to the 10th edition of our JA Mascareignes Mini Company Competition. This year, despite all the difficulties due to COVID, we have still maintained the competition, and I must say I'm very satisfied to see the number of schools and of students that are enrolled. This is very comforting for us, and we thank you all, students, mentors, and everybody that have been collaborating with us to make this event a success. Every year at this period, JA Mascareignes team is excited to live through these hours where our competitors showcase their knowledge, their talents, and also all they have acquired during the past weeks. Thank you so much.
So thank you very much for those inspiring words, Mrs. Yoni. So as she mentioned, this year has been a challenging year, but at the same time, we try to look at the positive. Usually this is a final that we would run with a small selected few, but now we are able to broadcast it live and for most of you to be able to see. So without wasting any more time, we're going to proceed now to the presentations. First, I would like to introduce our judges for the 2021 competition. So we have 3 members of the jury. They are Mr. Aprann, who is Chief Information Officer of IKERA Indian Ocean and also President of the Mauritian chapter of Project Management Institute. We have Mrs. Tej Sudai, who is the CEO of Zetico, and last person we have Mr. Avinash Ramtoel, who is the Managing Director for Oracle in Mauritius. So our students this year will get the opportunity to present in front of those judges. So without wasting any more time, I would like to call the first team to present, Team MauXPort from Royal College Curepipe.
Respected jury, this year's theme directly correlates to the current global climate brought upon by the COVID-19 pandemic, the new normal. We wanted to go big or go home. After an extensive consultation and analysis of what would fit best, and globing the particular challenges faced by our domestic economy, we came up with MauXPort. Our objective is to help Mauritian SMEs by offering a feasible, affordable, and direct access to regional and international markets, facilitated by our own website. We export and forward the orders of local SMEs to clients abroad and generate revenue through commissions. A simple concept, but of profound complexity and ingenuity. What further consolidates our business idea is the fact that its concept does not only flourish under the current era of uncertainty, but one which is profitable even when everything reverts back to normal. We see a real business model from the skeleton, one which would transcend through any limitations perceivable. A company for the future.
Business will really be nothing without the presence of its clients. MauXPort hence has taken up the initiative to make itself known. We came into contact with our local neighboring SMEs where detailed explanations were given on the service we are providing as well as the benefit to their business shall reap by our assistance. We also conducted GA competitors such as EPOS and Momentum where positive responses were successfully received from them. As for our market research, after a thorough analysis of the financial situation of the SMEs we've been into contact, a pie chart was able to be drawn. The vast majority of the clients, a whopping 43%, had a monthly turnover of less than 10,000 rupees. Hence, we can conclude who will be using our service the most. To further help us advertise our service, we have decided to make use of social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, where all our details can be found, as well as a link to our online store. A person has the option to register as a vendor and advertise his products on our approval, or one can simply browse the store and make purchase of the products being displayed.
So now I'm going to talk about the onboarding process of MauXPort. So first of all, the SME will have to fill in a non-disclosure agreement, a non-compete form, and a limited liability form. After filling all of that and reading all the terms and services of MauXPort, the SME should be ready to get going and exporting abroad or even selling his products locally through our platform MauXPort.store. So we will be making use of logistic partners in order to get our shipments from point A to point B. So we will be using logistic partners such as Mauritius Postal Office, FedEx, and DHL in order to carry out those activities. And there are 2 methods in order to carry out shipping here around the world. So we have door-to-door and door-to-airport. Door-to-door is profitable and efficient when we have shipments not exceeding 30 kilos, and door-to-airport is efficient when we have shipment exceeding 30 kilos. MauXPort is a very sustainable and expandable society as we have room for growth in terms of packaging. That is, an SME can approach us and say that he needs packaging for export. And we are going to make sure to get all our packages and branding approved by Made in Maurice, as we are already in talks with them about this matter.
So, you may ask yourself how we generate revenue. Well, it's quite simple. Our revenue will be commission-based. The entrepreneur advertises his products on our website at a price including our commission, and as the customer pays, we take our share out of it. The commission rate will vary upon the value of the product. It is true that we made a loss during the first financial period because of setup costs, but MauXPort is a highly profitable business as logistics is an important sector in Mauritius. On average, the exports of goods and services as a percentage of GDP is approximately 40% annually, which is approximately 1.9 billion US dollar. This proves that as we will have a share of this amount, we will end up generating large amount of revenue and recover our loss in no time. Well, as we expect to generate so much profits, we plan to make good use of this. One important use is that in the future, we will organize seminars every year to educate the younger population and new entrepreneurs about the business world. Thereupon, we thank you for your attention.
Thank you for the nice presentation. So we'll start with the questions. I don't know, Avinash or Tej, you want to start?
What are the lessons you have learned through the loss you've made during the first financial period?
So I think we learn about budget management and how to find our limitations, because we thought about a lot of things, like even expanding our website in order to get more products on it. But we realize that budget is a big issue when it comes to that, and the loss can prove all of that. But the loss was necessary in order to fully set up the business. Now we are going to make use of better management and then maybe a more efficient method of production and deployment in order to not redo those mistakes. Not mistakes, but to improve our financial standing in the business in general.
Okay, so my next question is, have you given any thought about your carbon footprint, and what can you do to reduce it?
Indeed, we have talked a lot about it, and in our report, we mentioned that to reduce the carbon footprint of our business, we shall be entertaining a type of a systematic approach. We won't be shipping the products at any time. Indeed, we will be setting time intervals and or weight intervals after such a when a limit has been reached, then we shall issue the shipping so that to limit the number of outgoing shipments, hence reducing in pollution.
I would like to add something to that, please, if you allow me.
Sure, thank you for the answer.
Yeah, let's take an example. For example, if we have 10 SMEs willing to export and they want to export abroad and stuff, they will have to use multiple methods of shipping, because they will use different planes, different ships. With MauXPort, we are regrouping every SMEs and their products together and then export them. So we'll be making use of only one ship or only one plane, and everything will be on there. So it will reduce the number of planes that logically will have to go abroad. And after that, for the packaging part also, we will be partnering with Made in Maurice in order to get biodegradable packaging or even eco-friendly packaging in order to reduce carbon footprint in general.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Some questions.
Yes, indeed, Owen. Gentlemen, thank you for the presentation. I've seen there's been quite a bit of research that you have undertaken. My question would go around what are the risks that you have identified, and how do you manage to address those risks? What is the risk management strategies that you are planning to apply?
Well, I may answer that. Every business has certain risk. Indeed, in MauXPort also there will be risk associated to it. The main risk is that SMEs may put illicit products in the packaging and all. This is our main risk. So coming to that, the SMEs will have to sign a limited liability form. This will ensure that MauXPort is not liable to anything which is inside the packaging. Additionally, we will provide seals where the upon delivery will be checked. If, for example, if the seal is broken, then there'll be, this means that someone has tampered with the product. This is the main issue with MauXPort, the main risk.
No, I think there's another type of risk there, Divesh, and that risk is, with a pandemic, there has been a decrease in the availability of freight services. Therefore, your delivery can get delayed, and when it gets delayed, there's another risk or liability that comes onto MauXPort. So, are there any legal instruments you are planning to use to address this?
To answer this question, I will have to get in the back end of MauXPort and how it works. So MauXPort.store is like, you can count it like a Mauritian eBay. So it's like a marketplace where people can purchase and all. In terms of legal terms we can set in order to reduce our risk in terms of refunds, that because people are unhappy that it is taking too much time, is that we will put a disclaimer saying that I think like everyone is aware of the COVID pandemic and how it's affecting logistics and shipments, etc. And I think like if the customer really wants a product and read the disclaimer anyways, and see like maybe there will be delays in the order, I think like he or she might understand the concept. It's kind of like that because logistics plays a big part in this world, and I think like we will have to find new ways to adapt to the new normal. But for now, we will be making use of FedEx and DHL in order to tackle that.
Yeah, so just a note there, Mr. Boligadu, before I close on my questions. I know we are short of time. What you could do there is you could actually transfer the risk, of course, as you suggested, to your third-party providers, or in your contractual agreements, which would appear on your website. You could also have a disclaimer with regards to situations of pandemic, which is now known to people. So thank you for the answers. I'm good.
Thank you. So we are time up for the question. Thank you, Team MauXPort.
Well done, Team MauXPort. That was a great presentation to kick us off. So, without wasting any more time, I'd like to invite the second team who's going to present today. Team Momentum from Dr. Maurice, Curé.
Okay, so let's get deeper to the rare problem here, shall we? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gobin Bhavna, one of the CEOs of Momentum. So do we actually know where we've all messed up somehow in this new normal agenda caused by COVID-19 and the other variants? Well, we've all been following sanitary protocols, right? Like washing of the hands, sanitization, or even mandatory wear of the mask. Wait, but where do you actually keep your mask after use? Is it like the reusable one directly into the washing machine and the non-reusable one directly into the dustbin? Or like casually here and there in a corner of your room? Well, instead of risking your family's life likewise, Momentum got some solution for you guys right there with its new innovation, a holder, a safer way to dispose your mask as well as promote organization. When we think about the brand Momentum, what comes to mind? Is it unity, synergy, and force? And our logo was made to symbolize our Mother Earth shape as well as our sustainable action.
Momentum as a brand is selling 2 wooden holders specifically designed for households and schools. Our household holder allows you to enjoy 8 metal hooks, an inbuilt magnetic mask disposal box, and a sanitizer bottle stand. Our student holder provides you with 6 holes to keep your stationery and 3 compartments to hold your sanitizer bottle, attendance card, and duster. After accounting for the expenses, a profit of 110 rupees per unit is reached with a markup of 25%. Hence, with a cost-plus pricing strategy, our household holder is at 500 rupees and our student holder is at 400 rupees. Made of pine wood, our product is multi-purpose and comes with an aesthetic design. It is convenient, promotes hygiene, and is mess alleviating.
Let us have a wider look at the different department roles of Momentum, starting with the production of the holders. We first took the help of a designer to come up with the necessary features our holder should put in, followed by the construction of cardboard maquettes. One thing we consider before choosing our potential suppliers is the quotation. Then we outsource our production process to 2 trustworthy carpenters, and other features such as logo engravement will also be done. We expect to supply more inventory of our holders of the launching date in January.
Moving on to the marketing of our final products, Momentum decided to go for a direct selling method at first, while providing accurate information via our social media platforms. However, a surge in the number of active cases throughout the island prompts us to go for online selling. Concerning the financial aspect of Momentum, it can be seen that we are on the right track with satisfactory profitability ratios as well as a good liquidity position. Estimating to reach a sale of 100 units over a 3-month operation, Momentum's financial statements have been based on realistic values. While conducting market surveys, we also identified a gap in the market, whereby 73.1% of our customer base are actively seeking new ways to cope with the disorganization and unhygienic disposal of moss. This market survey enabled us to go forth with our project, and Momentum is thus expecting an internal growth with actual sales in the coming weeks. In the meantime, our social media platforms are providing us with insights of our customers' online behavior.
Every business has its ups and downs, and we identified ours through SWOT analysis. Our strengths and opportunities revolve around good internal communications and high customer demands, whereby our weaknesses and threats consisted mainly of high workloads and emerging competitors. Now, in a world where ethics and sustainability are highly valued, Momentum chose to complete the CSR challenge by laying emphasis on SDGs 3 and 13. Our aim for the former was to improve access to sanitary napkins to needy women and children through donations to NGOs across the island. Moreover, to tackle the problem of climate change, we held an afforestation campaign in our school itself to build climate resilience. To raise awareness for the above, a social media challenge was introduced, which indeed was successful.
As seen, Momentum has been successfully achieving both its financial and non-financial objectives. We firmly believe that there is a potentially broadened scope for growth in terms of attaining a higher market share, achieving a better reputation, a higher profit margin, as well as sustainability to help people adapt to the new normal. And yes, seize this opportunity and building momentum. Thank you.
All right, I'll start the Q&A then. So team Momentum, I think the product looks really a great product. I have a question mostly on health and safety. What have you considered in terms of health and safety? Like people will be putting their mask in the holder, and in terms of infection propagation or the people walking around. So what are the safety features of your product?
Thank you very much for your question. I would like to answer it for you. So our house owner's holder, it's like there will be a disposal box. Inside the disposal box, there will be the people will put a plastic bag. And the disposal box, it will be only comprised only for the non-reusable moss, which will not be used in the long term. And then when the people will enter their house, they will take off the non-reusable mask and directly slide inside the disposal box. And in case the plastic is filled with non-reusable moss, the person will just open it and take out the plastic bag, then throw it all together inside the dustbin, directly. It won't affect anybody. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then in terms of why will someone choose your product instead of throwing in the bin?
Before this Zoom meeting, actually, my brother asked me the same question, and I answered this to him that instead the bin, you throw a lot of waste, like banana peel or even the vegetable waste, and the scavenger get problem to disseminate the waste. If the bin contains the non-reusable mask, which may be contaminated as well as the other waste. There is a higher risk that the scavenger as well get the COVID-19, and I don't know, even the family may get contaminated if the scavenger contract this virus. Even the family may be contaminated. So our product is will help scavenger as well, or even all the people around them, adapt to the new normal, fight together, irrespective of any job. They will fight against this COVID-19 pandemic, or even the other variants.
Okay, so your product is targeted towards home use, office use, or who?
I would like Shelly to answer this question for you. Thank you.
But for now, we only have 2 market segments consisting of household owners and student holders, where they will be placed inside of your house as well as inside of the classrooms. Later on, we would like to expand and also target business owners as well as whereby you can put it in your office as well.
All right. Thank you for your answer. Avinash has raised this, and so I'll pass on to Avinash.
Yes, thank you, Arun. Ladies, good afternoon. I'm Dr. Amdual. I liked your presentation. I also like the energy that you guys are exhibiting and the excitement behind this product. You see, the way, Bhavna, you answered this question when I wouldn't ask you the second one, you said, I'd let my colleague answer that question. It showed an interesting team dynamic. Like you want to share the time, you want to share the questions and answers. Everybody gets a chance to participate, which I think is great. But I'm sure you've also had your difficult times as a team to work together, different people, different character traits. So my question is, what were the challenges you faced from a leadership perspective and how were they addressed?
Can I let our human resource manager to answer this question for you? I mean, sure. Really, go on.
Good afternoon. So obviously, as a team of 10, we had a lot of conflicts, but with direct communication, clear communication, we have managed to join our ideas together and make our product a better product. Also, we have also implemented a voting system which allows all the members to voice their opinion without any hesitation so that we can make our team a successful one.
All right, that's nice. That makes it more democratic than some states. It's a good one. Thank you. Arun, over to you.
Yeah. Tej, any question from you?
Well, I will say exactly that Avinash said. Thank you, Arun. That you've got really a good team spirit, and we can see that the vibes and the energy behind your team and how you're doing it, and of course allowing everybody to work together and to answer about it. So my question to you is that you spoke about climate resilience. I'll try to be a bit SDG person because this year I've been doing quite a lot of crisis with regards to SDGs. So my question, or mostly, let's say, channel with regards to SDGs. So you mentioned about climate resilience in your presentation. So can you please define what that means for you, and also what steps can Mauritian citizens take towards climate change? Because as we all know, it's easy to talk about climate change or to bring innovative ideas and so on. But there is one particular aspect which is really difficult, is about the education and adopting the new lifestyle. So I'll repeat my question. Please define to me what's the climate resilience for you, and what are the steps that you believe Mauritian citizens could take towards climate change?
Well, Shana Venkataswamy, I will help you with this question. You may answer this this lady, if possible.
Yes, thank you, Bhavna. Well,
for me, I think for everybody else is the case. Climate resilience is mostly about making the climate conditions stronger. That means reducing global warming, reducing the carbon footprint, making sort as if to relieve the world of the weight it has on it, such in terms of carbon, of waste, greenhouse gases. And our aim during the CSR, like to build climate resilience, was by planting plants, to remove a certain amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to reduce the carbon footprint.
And yes, what we can do to to improve step on this current crisis, like we can use instead of throwing waste, we can recycle, use our creativity to produce new things instead of throwing away plastics and all. And actually, during this JA Mascareignes competition, there was the other competitors. Well, we kind of look up at them when they were doing the CSR challenge. And one thing which struck me the most, there was this company, I don't really remember the name, but they used butters, and they made a creative thing with these butters. They hang it with a tree and put inside lamps, which they created from reusable materials, I think, and it was very beautiful. Something like what they can do instead of throwing waste and recycle things.
Okay, thank you.
So we are out of time for the question time, so we'll need to move to the other team. Thank you, Team Momentum. That was a great presentation.
Great presentation, Team Momentum. Without wasting any more time, we're now going to move to the third team that's going to present for us today. It's Team Smartspot from Ebène College Girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Razia, and here is my dedicated team. It's Stacy, Vinusha, Aisha, Amina, and Roshni. Together, our team's vision is to foster a smarter future next generation in line with our sustainable development goal for quality education. As a social enterprise, we intend to ensure that quality education is affordable and realizable to all despite the migration of online learning. We also intend to share whatever knowledge we have with all the students all over the island. The process has been full of challenges but has helped us to acquire a lot of skills. Stacy, up to you next.
Thank you, Razia. The aim of our marketing department was to first of all research on the market needs, finding a customer solution at an affordable price and convenient to all, as well as communicate to our potential and existing customers through innovative media. With the aid of our online questionnaire targeted to students aged 11 to 18, as well as educators, we found out the preferred language of our target market, the types of videos we preferred, including the subjects we have more difficulties in, as per these charts. Besides primary, we conducted secondary research and found out how students are struggling with the new normal. Online classes and how educators worldwide are having to find diversified strategies to help students in their learning. To go in line with the SDG 4 we chose to accomplish, we designed our website and launched this interactive, user-friendly and free platform on the 4th November 2021. To raise more finance, we also approached businesses to advertise on our website at cost as low as 300 rupees, depending on the designs. Due to the pandemic and several restrictions enforced in the country, we decided to focus on promotion using social media and direct emailing where applicable. Conversations with potential customers for advertising were also carried out on the same platforms. We ensured that our website was convenient to all. It is free of cost to access. Our website does not take time to load, therefore requiring less data for downloading. Data packages are now easily available at cost as low as 15 rupees for a daily internet package. The proper marketing of a website definitely ensured our survival on the market. Right, Aisha?
Indeed, Stacy.
Smartspot, being a social enterprise, have an economic objective to meet in order to sustain our social goal. Therefore, the finance department has a responsibility to record and manage forecasts and financial transactions. The estimated cost to be incurred by the business was totaling 14,400 rupees. Our startup capital was raised by the sales option from which 3,000 rupees was raised. Sales and revenue are estimated to be 36,000 rupees, thus resulting in a net profit of 24,600 rupees for the first year of operation. However, in the future, Smartspot will have to negotiate further to benefit from more facilities in terms of finance, and this remains a big challenge. But Amina, this did not stop us from achieving our CSR objective.
Absolutely, Aisha. Smartspot has as aim to organize an educational session for needy students all around the island, apart from the running of the website. We wish to bring our support, especially to extended stream students who need differentiated teaching. What was actually planned during the month of November at Eden College, but since the pandemic worsened, such event has to be prevented. Therefore, we organized an educational quiz game on cow as a CSR challenge. Our CSR challenge consisted of quizzes on cow during 4 consecutive days to erase the boring thoughts that students have about learning. Our aim was to make students realize that learning can be fun and interactive. We have been able to reach more than 50 students throughout the quizzes and reach around 20 participants who were consistent during all 4 quizzes. This challenge was very heartwarming, but our future or even
in the short term, Smartspot shall be recognized nationally as a social enterprise. We also would like to get the opportunity to join hands with different NGOs and other organizations who have the same objective as us. We believe, united, a lot can be done for our country. We also intend into negotiating for a sponsorship from Mauritius Telecom in order to create affordable packages for needy students as well as to support small organizations like ours. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I would like to thank you and invite you to make quality education a reality in Mauritius.
Thank you, Team Smartspot. So quite an enjoyable presentation. Avinash, Tej, you want to start with the questions?
Okay, I'll go for the question. Hello, team. Thank you for the presentation. I've got a few questions. So you're talking about using social media platforms. In this era, yes, we have an emergency and an urgency to use social media platforms because most of the sales or most of the educational part is done through social media, as it is more reachable and people nowadays in Mauritius are more connected rather than just using or reading newspaper. So my question to you is, according to you, what is the best social media platform for your target audience?
Thank you for your question. So we used WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook as social media platform, and we noticed that our target market was more active on WhatsApp, as they were constantly sending us messages because on our WhatsApp because they wanted to know if we uploaded things on our website like educational videos and PDFs, which would help them in their studies. Thank you.
Okay, so my next question is, do you have enough resources in terms of human capital to ensure that you have contents for all your platforms, including the website, simultaneously?
Thank you for your question. So talking about fun, for now we have a pretty limited budget, and we already had it since the beginning.
But however, we were able to create content for all the students on our website, and we are looking forward in the future to create friendly kids videos for pre-primary and primary students also. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I've got a question. So more about the planning and how did you go about your projects? How did you do the planning of your project? How did you work it around?
At first, we thought about an action plan and distribute all works between members. So we have distributed all the work between the members and also set a time limit so that the work are not pending and not done by the members. Thank you.
Okay. Did you face any challenges while you did the planning and then executed the project?
The only challenges that we faced was that we had to conclude all meeting online, and it was very challenging for us to be able to schedule a time for everyone where they can be online and they can enter the meeting, etc. But we were successful into arranging everything and planning everything in order. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that, Avinash.
Sure, Owen, thank you. Ladies, thank you for this nice presentation. Got just one or two questions for you there. So at one point in time, you suggested that you'll have revenues coming out of some advertisements. Did I read you right? And you reported a revenue of around 39,000 rupees out of shares and sales. So the shares part, I understand. The sales part, what do you sell to generate that revenue?
As a private limited company, we sell the share between the 6 members of the company and the 6 owners of the business buy 5 shares and 1 share costing 100 rupees. Thank you.
Yep, that bit is fine. Thanks for that answer. So my question, I don't have any doubts with regards to the shares, but my doubts were around the revenue from sales. What is your product that you're selling to generate that revenue? I know you have a social target or social objective as well, but where do you get the revenues from?
For the sales, we actually do promotion for different small businesses in Mauritius. As youngsters, many youngsters nowadays are developing or introducing more small businesses in Mauritius. So we decided to help.
Sorry to cut you short. You mean advertising? So you'll get your revenues from advertising. Okay,
yes.
That's excellent. On what platform?
On our website itself. On our website.
I'm good. Thank you. It clears it. I'm good. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you for answering our questions. And that was a very good presentation, ladies. So good luck for the future also. And our time is up for the questions. Thank you. Again, fantastic presentation. I think the judges are going to have a tough job today. So we've now reached the last team who's going to present for the JA Company Final 2021. It's Team Aprann from Ebène Girls College.
People create 85 million tons of paper waste every single year. That's a lot of waste, so something needs to change now. This is how we created Aprann Limited. Our team of 14 members has brought to you 4 representatives who are Emily Mamot of the production and project team, Sasha Pierus from the marketing team, Kushina Touri from the finance team, and I, Judy Babaji, the CEO of the company. There are 2 sources of paper waste that Aprann Limited is reducing: tuition advertising posters and the waste of books. Yeah, that's right. 320 million books end up into landfills every single year. Additionally, tuition advertising posters cannot be helpful during this period of COVID-19 pandemic. This is because of the closure of schools.
Our business's theme being innovation with grit, we devoted ourselves to innovate the education system in order to help the teachers and the students adapt to the new normal. Our solution is simple. With Aprann, you are able to advertise your second-hand books, your study notes, and your tuitions using our website, aprann.info. Emily, tell us more about how production takes place.
Aprann Limited is a service which provides a user-friendly website to connect students with tutors for academic and non-academic tuitions while respecting the social distancing. But not only. On our website, there is an option on which you can sell or buy books, fictional and non-fictional. And if you're a passionate reader as I am, you will love our actual collection. To share your notes or have your adverts on our website, you will need to register on our forms. We use division of labor to make the advertisement. One member will contact the customer and also all information needed, then send it back to another member who will make the post ad using WordPress. And the minute the advert is ready, the member sends it back to her colleague. The customer will now verify the post using the link sent. He or she can ask for any changes to be made. Our goal is to serve the client within 24 hours and make the advert personalized to their need. As marketing strategy, to increase the website traffic, we created Aprann Books and Aprann Tutors on Instagram for potential users to view what we have to offer. Sasha, how is it going on the marketing side?
Our market research helped us identify our primary audiences. Firstly, tutors that can use our website to advertise their tuition and gain more students. Secondly, students who might be looking for tutors or second-hand books, as it will be easier for them to find these on our website since aprann.info is dedicated for tuition and book advertising. And lastly, readers and lovers of literature who wish to buy or sell second-hand books, as we advertise all kinds of books and not just academic ones. We were able to gain the attention of our target market mainly through the use of social media. Our marketing strategies have been victorious since we have had 58 books on sale and 4 tutors advertised on our website in only 23 days. Our CSR challenge was carried out on social media because of the COVID-19 pandemic. We asked our followers to post a study tip that helped them during important examinations before. 51 people participated in our CSR challenge. Cambridge examinations are approaching, and since our main target audience is students, we decided to base our CSR challenge on the very thing they might need the most: tips to reach their best performance even in the most stressful situation, since after all, Aprann Limited is here to help them build their brighter tomorrow. Kushina, tell us more about our financial results.
Regarding to our financial result, we met our startup capital of 12,500 rupees despite of the arrival of the Delta COVID-19 in Mauritius, which led to closure of many schools. We still able to achieve our sales of 1,760 rupees with total expenses of 1,520 rupees with total profit of 240 rupees. We even break even for the month of November with 13 book adverts and 2 tuition adverts for the month of November.
We can proudly say that Aprann Limited has been a huge learning experience to us. As Elizabeth Warren once said, a good education is the foundation for a better future. A huge thank you to everybody who has accompanied us through this journey. Aprann,
your
brighter tomorrow.
All right, thank you, team Aprann. So just my first question would be on a bit copyright issues and selling books secondhand. Do you think there's an issue there? Have you researched that?
Hello, thank you for your question. I do not think that there would be any issues with copyright because actually the books are secondhand books and they are not sold in a library. It is people, our customers, who pay us to advertise their secondhand books that they are going to sell.
So actually the onus is on the seller and the buyer, not on the platform provider. This was the answer that was provided.
Okay. You can go forward, Avinash. You've raised your hand.
Thank you, Arun. Thank you, ladies. I do see very good synergy between among yourselves with regards to this project and the way you have projected it. So what I understand is that you are setting up a trading platform for books, and then you're also connecting students with educators for them to potentially follow classes, especially in a period where we cannot meet face to face, so it has to be mainly online. So how would you, my question is, how would you actually generate your revenue? I know you have it mentioned somewhere. I would really like you to explain to me how you would do that. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Thank you for your question. To generate revenue from the tuition advertisements, it is a monthly subscription of 150 rupees per month. And we provide a discount of 25 rupees if you sign up for 2 months, for your first 2 months. And how we generate revenue for second-hand books is that we don't charge any fee on commission or whatsoever. We charge a fee on the post, actually. It is only 20 rupees per post. So this is how we are able to generate money through this trading platform. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I've got a second question, Arun. Can I quickly go for the second question? Yeah, all right, thank you. So I've seen you have mentioned use of social media platform in order to put your books forward. So is that a system that you're developing on your own portal, your own website, or are you posting it on social media platform? How is it working?
Well, actually, we have our own website and we also advertise on other social media platforms. That is, our website is called aprann.info and we advertise both books and tutors on our website. But we also have 2 different Instagram pages that are dedicated for the advertisements of tuitions and second-hand books. Named Aprann Tutors and the other is named Aprann Books. So basically, we do both.
Thank you. Arun, over to you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions from you, Tej?
Yes, well, thank you very much, ladies. It was a great presentation. My question is, I really like, by the way, your branding concept with regards to Aprann Books and Aprann Tutors, because you managed to streamline your 2 business revenue lines and at the same time put a specific name to it, which is good because it brings you back to the to the company name Aprann by having Aprann Books and Aprann Tutors. So my question actually is, since you're into delivering books to customers and so on, so do you have a logistic team to do that? This is my question to you.
Thank you for your question. Actually, we have a production team. I'm the manager of this team. How our team works is we use division of labor. One member will contact the customer for all information, and the other member will make the post ads using WordPress. Then we will contact send the link to the customer, and he or she can also changes to be made. Then we proceed with the payment.
All right. I've just got the last question. I don't know if you thought about it, but do you think MRA guys would use your platform to track tuition teachers? Would that scare teachers?
Thank you, sir, for this question. I don't think they will track.
All right.
I think she has an internet connection problem. So our website is very secure. It's protected by SSL. And Curé, can you tell us more about security on our website?
Yes, sure. We have data protection where we have a very secure platform of we have reduces the risk of hackers where we track our platform that teachers and students can directly provide us our personal information and we can
them that that information won't be leaked. Thank you.
Yeah. Arun, I think these young ladies, they haven't started paying tax, so they don't know the pain that MRA could cause to the teachers who are paying taxes, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, sure. We have considered about the taxes that MOA might charge the teachers normally it is a tax where they will charge on their tuition fee. But normally we don't think so that they will charge us tax because we just provide an advert for their tuition fee. Regarding to MOA tax them, I think it will be tax. I think the teachers itself must deal with them since it is a confidential information, so we can't base their tax percentage on our social media page. Thank you.
Good one.
Well done, Team Aprann, for what has been a great presentation. And again, congratulations to all 4 teams who've really done an amazing business pitch. I really wouldn't want to be in the place of the judges for this one. So, now that we've finished the presentation, and to give some time to the judges to think it over, you're probably wondering, well, what's in it for the teams that are presenting? Well, the team that wins the local competition will represent Mauritius at the JA Africa Company of the Year competition 2021. You're probably wondering, what is that competition? Well, the next video that we're going to show to you is a video of the COI of 2020. The team that represented us back then was EG Company Limited. So, let's have a look how they did in the previous regional competition.
Hello and welcome everyone to the 10th annual and first virtual Africa Company of the Year competition.
Now we're going to go on a virtual tour of the absolutely beautiful nation of Eswatini. This is the really exciting part. We get to meet our young competitors.
We ask that you turn on your videos so that we can see your beautiful faces, handsome faces. Hi! There's some excitement. Don't be nervous, okay? All right. Hello, all of you. Okay. I saw you dancing earlier. Hi, ladies.
This is Zambia, home of wonders, where you find the Victoria Falls. We have here when you come to Mauritius, you will see our sand sea.
Et la culture, la tradition, voilà.
The things we found in common with each other was that all the people in our countries were all friendly.
Imagine you're in a forest, hearing the birds chirping and inhaling its earthy smell.
It is accompanied by liquid nutrient solution that we make out of compost from kitchen leftovers.
Approaching the farmers physically was one of the challenges that we faced.
Platform showed to be slow and browsing costs were high. Therefore, our team used a compression algorithm that helped reduce loading time and costs.
Our vision is to see a malaria-free Africa.
Our company, Music Platform, provides customers with a contemporary way to listen to music.
That was a wonderful presentation.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for.
JA Mascareignes, the EG company.
Félicitations, Côte d'Ivoire.
JA Nagrotech Pty, Eswatini.
We didn't expect this, to be honest. The hard work and everything paid off. And thank you for this. Thank you very much.
I want to just say how excited I felt through this entire competition to see so much energy. Got to this level of competition means that you've already started to believe in yourselves as somebody who can be a job creator and an entrepreneur. So thank you to the JA Africa team. You've all worked so hard, and on behalf of JA Worldwide, we are so grateful for everything you've done.
Great. I think we're all still very proud of the performance that EG Company Limited did at the previous regional competition. And I'm sure the team that's going to represent us for 2021 is going to live up to that same expectation. So, without wasting any more time, we're going to now move to the award section of our event. First person to speak and to announce the first award is the head of the jury, Mr. Aprann. He's going to say a few words about the competition in general and then he's going to announce to us the winner of a Project Management Award. Mr. Poligadu, it's up to you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Arun Poligadu. I've been nominated as the head judge for the Junior Achievement Mascareignes Mini Company competition. I am the president of the Project Management Institute, chapter of Mauritius. The judge panel includes Dr. Avinash Ramtural and Tej Sudai. I am very glad to say that this competition has been running now into its 10th edition. The competition gives the youth between 15 to 19 years old hands-on experience in business development and entrepreneurship. So on behalf of the judge panel, I would like to thank all the participants, the finalists, and the team that have organized this competition. It's been amazing work, and we've seen the great results in the finals. The 4 teams in the finals have demonstrated a lot of energy, motivation, and team spirit. They have clearly showed that they understood the basics of project management, leadership, entrepreneurship, presentation skills, and business development. This year, the competition has been complexified by the current restrictions due to COVID-19, so the teams had to present virtually, and that added the complexity and the difficulty of assembling videos and doing all the presentation remotely. And we were gladly surprised by the outcome and the results shown by the team. In terms of risk analysis and real-life scenarios, that could be something that the teams add in their presentation in the future. I clearly believe that the teams, everybody who have participated in this competition, they've gained a lot of knowledge, and they will definitely pave the path for the leaders of tomorrow. On that note, I would like to thank everybody and wish really Junior Achievement a lot of success, wish the participant a lot of success, and see you next year for an even more amazing competition. Thank you. I would like now to present the next award, which is the Project Management Award. So this award recognizes the team who has excelled in overall project planning, role assignment and communication, and then risk analysis. So the award goes to team MauXPort. Congratulations to team MauXPort.
Congratulations, Team MauXPort. This is a very well-deserved award. We now move to our second Merit Award for tonight. The second one is the Innovation and Creativity Award. And to announce the winner of this award, I would like to call Mrs. Tej Sudai, second member of the jury.
Dear students, I am as thrilled as you to be here today for the final of JA Mini Company 2021. The long-awaited moment has finally come. I must say, I was truly impressed by your creativity and innovative approach throughout your projects. These characteristics will help you look at the world in new ways while coming up with bright ideas to solve world problems. I have no doubt with your competences. Without any further ado, I am delighted to announce the winner of the Innovation and Creativity Award for the JA Mini Company 2021, and the award goes to Aprann Ltd. Considering the current situation we are currently right now, your project has clearly given the message that education must not be put on hold because of COVID-19. I salute the solution you have given while also finding ways to reduce paper waste. I am confident that Aprann Ltd team will indeed work towards a brighter future, not only for our country but for our planet Earth. Congratulations on winning, girls. Keep shining and best of luck for your future endeavors.
Well done, Team Aprann, on a well-deserved Innovation and Creativity Award. We're now going to move to the two main awards for this event. Before announcing the winner, we're going to look at the team that took second place and finished runner-up in the 2021 JA Company program. To announce this award, I would like to call our third member of the jury, Mr. Avinash Ramtewal.
Hello, I am Dr. Avinash Ramtewal, jury member. I'd like to first congratulate the JA Mascareignes for this laudable initiative, and secondly also congratulate all the participants for all the efforts that they've put in this project. I believe everybody who participated is a winner because of the learning process that all participants went through. The learning in terms of the process for establishing an enterprise, for understanding the financial aspects, the project management aspects, the risks, and also the leadership aspects. Actually, it's a lot about the idea, yes, but it certainly is about the people, how the people engage, how the people interact, and how the people put their minds, energies, efforts, and soul together into an idea and to make this idea work. So, well done to all the participants there. We went through the submissions and we were very pleased with the level and quality of work that we've seen. This certainly shows that learning did actually take place and experience building happened. And we are very pleased to announce the second runner-up of the JA Mini Company 2021 award. And this award goes to Aprann Limited. So congratulations to the Aprann Limited team and wish you all the very best in the continuation of your endeavors. Thank you.
Congratulations, Team Aprann. 2 awards on the night. I'm sure you can all be very proud of your performance. So, we've now reached the part that we've all been waiting for. The announcement of a winner of a JA Mini Company Final 2021. But before we go there, I would like to invite our next speaker for this event. All the programs that JA offers in Mauritius would not have been possible without the strong support that we get from our board. And our next speaker is the president of the JA Mascareignes, Mrs. Anusha Manik.
Members of the jury, students and the representatives of respective colleges, Michelle and the JAM team, good evening. As we draw an end to this year's mini company competition, the 10th edition actually, I would like to thank all the students who, despite facing the intricacies of the pandemic, have opted to take up this challenge and participated in this competition. This year, the edition has been completely virtual, and it is amazing to see how all stakeholders have adapted very swiftly. This year's theme, Innovation with Grit, is indeed very interesting, for very often in our pursuit of our goals, we sometimes decide to stop, faced by hurdles or by failures. Grit is therefore an important characteristic, as it helps us persevere in what we are passionate and meet our goals. Allow me to quote Angela Duckworth, a renowned psychologist. Without grit, talent may be nothing more than unmet potential. Well, I am happy to see that the teams have indeed worked with grit on their new companies, of which I'm sure they are very passionate. So well done, teams. As we all know, there would be no winner if we don't have the judges. My deepest gratitude goes to Mr. Arun Poligadu, Dr. Avinash Ramtewal, and Miss Tej Sudai for having taken out time from their busy schedules to be on this panel. They definitely had a difficult task for choosing the winner of this competition. The winner will actually be representing Mauritius at the JA Africa Virtual Company of the Year competition. I'm very pleased to announce that this year, Junior Achievement Mascareignes will actually be hosting this regional competition. This 10th edition would not have been complete without our sponsors, Project Management Institute Educational Foundation and Zetical Limited. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you very much, Mr. Manning, for those kind, inspiring words. So now, the moment that we've all been waiting for. The announcement of a winner of the JA Mini Company 2021. So the winner of the JA Mini Company 2021, the team that will be representing Mauritius at the JA Africa Virtual Regional Company of the Year 2021 is Momentum Limited from Dr. Maurice Curé State College. So again, big congratulations to Momentum Limited, but also to all the teams that won an award today and to all the 14 teams that took part in the 2021 edition. We thank you for your attention and we look forward to welcoming you, first of all, in February, from the 24th to the 26th, for the JA Africa Regional Company of the Year. And, of course, look forward to welcoming you in 2022 for the 11th edition of the JA Mini Company program. For now, thank you very much and have a nice evening. Bye-bye.